How does an OKR life cycle look? Right? When you look at a quarter or a year, how does an OKR life cycle look? Right? You have the mission and purpose of a company. Right? We all know, for example, let's say Google's mission, right, to arrange world's information. And so from the mission and purpose, you derive the strategy, right? So Google says that if mobile is becoming very popular, right, we need to have a mobile strategy, right? Android was born, right? So you define the strategy which is going to take you closer to the mission and purpose, right? And from there, you want to achieve the strategic outcomes, right? You want to achieve the strategic outcomes. Maybe you want billion people to use Chrome browser, right? So it could be billion people to use, let's say the Chat GPT, right? So those strategic outcomes we need to achieve. To achieve these strategic outcomes, right, you need the OKR cycle, right? So where you start with, planning. You start with OKR planning at the company level and publish the company level OKRs. The department leaders take inspiration from it. They draft the departmental OKRs, and alignment is established, right? So that every company level OKR can be traced to the lowest level. And then that completes the planning cycle, right? So company OKRs, departmental OKRs, you do the alignment. With that, planning is done, and then you start the all-important execution, right? So execution is done in most cases through weekly OKR check-ins, right? So people report the progress of their OKRs on a weekly basis. They also report their confidence level of achieving their key result by the end of the quarter, right? And you also do a PPP review, right? PPP stands for progress, plan, and progress last week, plan for next week, and the problems that I encountered this week, right? And we have a bunch of good blog posts about all of this in our website, right? So as you keep doing execution, it's also a good idea to build in employee engagement to bring in OKR adoption, right? So this is a new initiative. Any new initiative requires change management. There are some best practices for employee engagement, right? And employee engagement means that you have to win over your team to make sure that they're doing the regular check-in. You also have to win over your executives, right? And then, you do reflect and reset by the end of the quarter, right? And then the cycle again continues. So this is the OKR life cycle.